This is RTV6 News at 6, working for you.
Just be aware of your surroundings.
Caution and heightened awareness as the new Indigo Red Line opens this weekend. The potential danger that has some concerned.
I'm Nicole Griffin tonight in Mooresville with an important and timely warning about the steps dog owners need to take to keep their pets healthy. It comes as dogs across the state are being hospitalized with parvo.
And it has taken more than a year and a half. Tonight, we know when the bridge on a busy Indianapolis street will finally reopen.
Right now at 6 o'clock, 3 days to go to the start of the new Indigo Red Line, and there's still confusion tonight from many people who live and work along the Red Line route.
The question tonight is whether you can cross those medians separating traffic and if police will ticket you for it. RTV6's Stephanie Wade is working for you to answer those questions and speaks to people impacted.
If you're trying to turn into one of these lunch spots or businesses along Meridian, you might find yourself having to drive down several blocks in order to make the turn. Because of the new red line, you can see there's a median in the middle of the road here separating the lanes of traffic. But people, whether on purpose or not, are ignoring it.
It's just been kind of chaotic, honestly. Yeah.
It's been a hectic few months for people like Sarah Gherkin, who live at the Murat Apartments near Meridian and Fall Creek Boulevard while the new Indigo Red Line was being built.
It's just been loud, lots of lights, lots of construction, hard to get in and out of the apartment.
Now that it's here, she says it's even more difficult to get into her apartment with the new median in the way.
I actually talked to a police officer who said he wasn't really sure if we could go over it or not. He said if that's your way to get home, you got to go left over it. I would say yes.
But as RTV6 found out, that's not correct. Indigo says they've been working with IMPD to monitor the traffic and take note of which areas need more enforcement. But you are not supposed to drive over the medians to cross traffic.
We've been working with our emergency services partners from the beginning. They helped write some of the standard operating procedures, both how are the buses interacting with the emergency vehicles, but also when you make a change to the traffic ordinance, it goes through a process with City County Council and an adoption there.
Most red line stations are a quarter or half mile apart, so the furthest you'd have to drive before being able to turn is 5 blocks. Indigo and DPW added U-turns to help people turn around. As drivers get used to the rules of the road, they say police will focus on educating the public instead of enforcing through tickets or violations.
It's going to be interesting.
Working for you, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
Thank you, Stephanie. And right now, Indigo does not plan on adding signage to tell drivers not to drive over the medians, but they are continuously monitoring timing, traffic, and issues like these to update in the future. And RTV6 is working for you to get you with even more information you need to know for the start of the Red Line. Tonight at 7, join Rafael Sanchez as he looks into how the Red Line will impact everyone who drives into Marion County and the changes you need to know about. Watch our half-hour special Inside the Red Line tonight at 7, only on RTV6. And a traffic alert for you and good news to share. After months of work that's taken longer than expected, the Central Avenue Bridge over Fall Creek is set to reopen tomorrow. The Department of Public Works said it should be open by the afternoon rush hour. The bridge closed in January 2017, earlier than scheduled because it began to fall apart. DPW wanted to reopen it in July. The contractor is being fined $1,000 per day, dating back to June 1st of this year.
Checking your Storm Team 6 forecast after a really nice day. Well, there's a small chance a shower or a thunderstorm will pop up tonight. Meteorologist Kyle Mounts is here to point out the areas of the greatest risk. Kyle.
Yeah, and Mark, we're still holding on to that marginal or isolated threat northwest of a line from about Crawfordsville to Kokomo that any storms that can move in could have some gusty winds, possibly some hail. But you notice that things are still very quiet here in central Indiana. You may have noticed those clouds on the increase this afternoon into this evening. That's actually with a complex of showers and thunderstorms earlier in the day over Illinois. And I think it's that cloud cover that's really going to continue to limit any additional shower or thunderstorm development. You can see it's still going back into Missouri, but chances of it getting here very small. So actually, as we go through the next several hours, only about a 20% chance of a shower or thunderstorm impacting your Thursday evening plans. Right now, we've got those temperatures sliding back into the upper 70s in Indy at 79. Still a little bit of a southwest breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour with temperatures around central Indiana in the 70s. 70s and lower 80s. 75 right now in Crawfordsville, 83 in Muncie, and 81 for you in the Columbus area. If you're going to be heading out over the next few hours, again, just that stray shower or thunderstorm chance here with temperatures in the middle 70s for you by 8 o'clock. Our sun will set at 8:21, and we'll still have mild numbers here even as we approach 10 o'clock tonight. 73 and mostly cloudy.
We'll see you again soon, Kyle. Thank you. Tonight, an urgent warning to help save the lives of dogs right here in central Indiana. We told you Friday about an outbreak of the deadly parvovirus that affects unvaccinated dogs and puppies. Tonight, RTV6's Nicole Griffin is working for you with the call to action from those helping save these dogs' lives.
Four-Legged Ranch here in Mooresville is feeling the impact of the parvovirus. Right now, they have 2 puppies fighting for their lives at a local animal hospital. And because of that, they're wanting to spread the message about how important it is to get your dogs vaccinated. Within the last year, Robert Younghouse and his wife started helping out Mooresville Animal Rescue Four-Legged Ranch by fostering dogs in need.
We do puppies mostly at our house because we have some older dogs. So
it's an important job, which includes making sure the puppies get the care they need to be healthy, and that includes vaccines.
Now, if you want your puppy to stay healthy and you want to, be blunt, you want them to live, you need those shots. There's just so much out there that they can catch, and it's not just parvo, but parvo's one of the worst.
There are low-cost vaccine clinics out there, and low cost does not mean low quality.
Stephanie Elliott is a volunteer and also fosters dogs from Four-Legged Ranch. She's seeing the impact the parvo outbreak is having on not just this rescue, but others across the state.
We're seeing a lot of people needing help, and the rescues and the shelters are doing everything that they can. It just seems to be overwhelming everyone.
On Friday, they took in these 2 puppies. Both have parvovirus and are being treated at Noah's Animal Hospital.
To give you an idea, they've been in about 6 days, and that cost us about $8,300 at this point for the 2 of them.
The most important message, getting your dog vaccinated will not only save you from having a large vet bill, it will also help save their life. Working for you in Mooresville, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
And in order to continue helping puppies sick with parvo and to pay for current medical bills, rescue organizations like Four-Legged Rescue need donations, and you can donate at fourleggedrescue.com. Indianapolis Animal Care Services says don't let the news about parvo discourage you from adopting. They say dogs receive the parvo vaccine as soon as they come into the shelter. The agency held a special adoption event yesterday on a day the shelter is normally closed. They're at capacity, and they really need your help. 5 dogs and 5 cats found homes yesterday, but the shelter says the situation remains urgent and pets need to find homes. Adoptions are free for the rest of the month. The shelter is on Harding Street, south of Raymond on the southwest side.
The state of Indiana is rushing to try and slow down the recent trend of Hoosier high school students using e-cigarettes. A 2018 study released today showed that vaping has increased by nearly 400% among high school students since 2012. To help fight this, the state health department is launching Vape Free Indiana, a program to educate students, parents, and teachers about the dangers of e-cigs. But today, Governor Holcomb was non-committal about a new tax on e-cigarette products.
Nicotine is nicotine, no matter how you look up the word, and it's true in e-cigarettes as it is in a pack of cigarettes, traditional pack of cigarettes. So I am for parity, and I'll need to take another run at that in the future, whether it be this session or the budget session.
Holcomb did say he was having discussions about supporting a state increase of the smoking age to 21. He already supports the federal effort to increase the age. And we also learned today that the Centers for Disease Control has linked vaping to more than 200 severe respiratory illnesses nationwide, including at least 24 in Indiana.
A Greenfield man arrested Wednesday after his vehicle hit and killed a bicyclist tested positive for illegal drugs. The Hancock County Sheriff's Department said 40-year-old Robert Terry was driving the minivan that hit and killed 76-year-old Roger Wellenreiter of Greenfield on County Road 300 North. Terry tested positive for THC, the active ingredient in marijuana, and for methamphetamine. He was also driving on a suspended license. Getting students on the path to their future careers tonight, the 2 high school programs that are really giving kids a head start.
And another indication, the times are changing for the Colts and their fans, saying thanks. to Andrew Luck.
One final preseason tune-up for the Colts tonight. Later in sports, we look at how it's an important night for at least a few of the players on the field and how it could shake up the quarterback lineup going forward.
And we haven't really needed the umbrella today, but that could change. We've got at least some small chances for rain as we go into the upcoming holiday weekend. Closer look at your forecast coming up. You're watching RTV6 News at 6.
Ashley Home Store. This is home. This is RTV6 News at 6. Working for you.
Columbus in Bartholomew County is known as the city where Vice President Mike Pence and race car driver Tony Stewart grew up, but it's also known for its beautiful buildings and architectural mecca. It's home to many architectural gems from the mid-century modern era. And the creator of a future architectural masterpiece could be in a Columbus high school classroom right now. In tonight's Hiring Hoosiers report, our Aaron Lish shows us how Columbus students are working to make their own mark and get into the field of construction and architecture.
Go ahead whenever you're ready.
C4 students learn how to design and build through the architecture and construction programs.
Taught me a lot. I didn't know much coming into this, and I feel like I'm ready to go, and I can go work in carpentry.
Along with building homes, students also create public art within the city of Columbus.
The kids see a real opportunity now that we can give back to the community and do our coursework at the same time.
They develop presentations of their designs, and this one, Exhibit Columbus, has gone from paper to reality.
It's going to be super cool because people will be coming to visit Columbus just to see what we've created.
For some students, they want to be a double threat, knowing both architecture and construction to have a stronger background heading into a career.
I decided to take the architecture program so that I would know computer work and the CAD and all that so that I could understand it whenever I want to do. And then I'm taking the construction class this year so that I know like the manual labor and everything.
Through the program, students can get college credit, national construction, and OSHA certifications.
You get the bottom, take the bottom that way.
They're getting hands-on experience, preparing them for the world after high school.
We're actually out there doing it, and once you actually do it with your hands, you're going to have a lot more knowledge to do it later on in life.
And the artwork is surrounding this tree, keeping nature in mind. The tall pillars represent the heart of the city, and each one has a different piece of artwork, just showing the diversity of Columbus. And the farther that you go back, these pillars get farther apart, representing the rural areas. This gives students something to show those future employers instead of just concepts. Working for you in Columbus, Aaron Lish, RTV6.
Amazing to see there. Thank you, Aaron. The C4 program offers a variety of career and technical education classes at Columbus North and Columbus East high schools. Students from 7 other Southern Indiana high schools can also take classes there. To find out more, look for this story at hiringhoosiers.com.
And as we continue to put our focus on moving from classroom to career, we are also taking a look at opportunities in the field of dentistry. The Anderson Career Center is giving high school students the knowledge they need to get started. In the class, students learn dental basics like numbers of the teeth, surfaces, pits of the teeth, vocabulary, and dental equipment. The class is part lecture and part hands-on training. Students also have the opportunity to do an externship where they shadow local dental professionals and learn exactly what the job they are interested in is like. Students in the program say they feel it's preparing them for their careers.
If you're thinking about going into dental, I highly recommend going into one of these programs. It's amazing. Just being in a small classroom like this and learning the basics.
Students can get hired as dental assistants, and the program lays the groundwork for anyone looking to continue their education for careers as dental hygienists or dentists.
All right, let's get you a quick update here on the tropics, and we do have a Category 1 hurricane, Dorian, there that's churning in the Atlantic Ocean. It is expected to become a major hurricane and possibly a Category 4 hurricane as it makes landfall here on the east coast of Florida. Probably during the day on Monday, and then it should quickly weaken, but it could have winds close to 130 miles per hour as it gets a little closer to the Sunshine State. Bringing it back here at home, we have quiet weather on central Indiana radar. You can see a few of those clouds that have been moving in, but yeah, the tables are set, the chairs are ready, and we've got temperatures that are going to be setting the stage for a very comfortable evening here. We're in the upper 70s and lower 80s, still 80 degrees for you in Kokomo, 77 though in Martinsville. It's been a breezy day day once again. Not quite as gusty as what we had yesterday afternoon, but still that southwest wind between about 10 and 15 and even 20 miles per hour across much of central Indiana. Tonight with the clouds and that southwest breeze, we're not going to be as cool. Instead of the 50s, we'll start off your Friday in the middle 60s, about 64 to 66 degrees. And Friday taking you hour by hour through the forecast, more in the way of cloud cover. We'll still work in some sunshine here, but it won't be quite as bright as what it was today. Still, though, we're dry through your lunch hour and as we get into the early afternoon with temperatures right around 80 degrees and then a chance for a shower or thunderstorm as we head into the afternoon. High temperature 82 in Greenwood, 79 tomorrow afternoon in Hendricks County and Danville and Rushville coming in at 80. Here's a look at the cloud cover on TrueCast during the lunch hour tomorrow. And then as we get to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when we've got that chance for a few of those thunderstorms developing here, mainly south of Interstate 70. We don't have a severe weather threat right now like we have that marginal risk this evening, but that could change. We'll certainly keep you updated. A couple of those storms could have some gusty winds, possibly some hail. Notice by 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, though, radar should be fairly quiet, and that plays well for the high school football games. Just a stray shower there at 7 o'clock, upper 70s, 73, and mostly cloudy by 9 in the evening. And then those rain chances, they continue as we go into the upcoming weekend, but here's TrueCast on Saturday and Sunday. Only about a 20 to 30% chance of some showers and storms. I know it might look a little bit ominous at times here on this model, but don't need to be changing those plans. Just monitor the forecast here as we get a little closer to your holiday weekend. 7-day planning forecast, we put it all together for you, and there are those comfortable highs in the lower 80s right through Saturday, Sunday, and into your Labor Day at 82 with partly sunny skies. That best chance for rain, again, it's still very low, 30%, so you can look at it as a 70% chance that you're going to stay dry through the upcoming weekend. As we go into next week, dry for Labor Day, and that trend will continue into the middle of next week, and so will the comfortable temperatures. The warmest we've got is 86, just a touch above average.
So enjoy it. Enjoy the holiday.
Nice for the holiday.
Hey, another sign the times are changing for the Colts. Today, crews put up a thank you for the memories banner over Andrew Luck's picture on Lucas Oil Stadium. Luck shocked everyone over the weekend by announcing his retirement. It's a new era for the team. Now, here's Brad Brown as the Colts get set for their final preseason game tonight, Brad.
Yeah, Mark, just a couple weeks till that new era officially begins, but tonight they're in Cincinnati for the last of the 4 preseason games. Most of the guys that will matter for week 1 won't play tonight. However, the team is still trying to sort out its backup quarterback position. Enter Chad Kelly, who started training camp as the newest addition to the Colts QB roster. Now, suddenly, he could make a case to be the number 2 guy behind Jacoby Brissett. Kelly's got to serve a suspension to start the season, but his August performance certainly has him in the argument to stay on the roster for 2019. Chad talked earlier this week about what he learned in his short time around Andrew Luck.
Of course, you just try to take in everything that is going on, everything he does, the treatments, the way he approached meetings. It was just constant. It was a constant reminder, this is what it takes. And, you know, I jotted everything down. Everything he said, I wanted to write down. And it's got to pay off because that guy's a brilliant guy.
The Colts roster will get its big cut Saturday. 4 p.m. is the NFL's deadline to name the final 53. They'll get the practice squad put together as well. Tonight could play a huge part for many of the players and the front office as they get ready to make those decisions. IU and Ball State face one another in Saturday's season opener. This game is being played at Lucas Oil Stadium this weekend. The Hoosiers announced this week that number 9 right there, Michael Penix, will be their starting quarterback. He had an injury to that knee that ended his 2018 season early. As for the Cardinals, some good individual performances last year. They are trying to turn that into some team success this fall. Let's hear from both head coaches who are excited to see what their teams have accomplished in August.
Everybody's kind of anxious to see, hey, what's going to be different, you know, and so I've tried to kind of keep that at bay as much as possible. You know, obviously we haven't made radical changes. You know, there's going to be a lot of conceptual things that will be similar, you know, but there'll be differences for sure. And so they'll see those here in a couple of days.
Every day you come out here, there's something good that happens offensively. There's something good that happens defensively. It's never one side of the ball dominating the day, and that is really what you want to see.
Saturday's game will kick off at noon downtown. Expecting a good crowd for that one, and roof open perhaps. We shall see. The Indians are out of the playoff race as the final weekend of their season begins, but one player is still in the running for one of the International League's top honors. Second baseman Jake Elmore enters the these final 5 games with a .340 batting average. That is less than 1 point behind the league leader. Now, if Elmore finishes on top of the IL batting average list, he would be the first Indy player to win a batting title in 30 years. I had a chance to talk with Elmore out at Victory Field this afternoon right before batting practice about what's kept his bat going so well all season.
My routine has stayed consistent. The work I've put in has remained the same. And a lot of times during the season, your body wears down, and you think, you know, you don't want to, you lose focus, you don't do as much, but my routine isn't too long. I try to stay consistent with that, and that's kind of, you know, where I've stayed.
The Indians are home tonight, tomorrow night, and Saturday. They close out the season at Louisville on Sunday and Monday. Coming up tonight at 11, NHRA driver J.R. Todd is going for a 3rd straight title at the U.S. Nationals. He could be the first ever in the funny car division to do that. J.R. joined me in studio to talk about this season and getting set for Indy's big race. We'll have some of that for you tonight in our Sports Extra Spotlight. The Fever are home tonight as well, and week 2 of the high school football season tomorrow. We'll get you set for all of that on Friday right here on the News at 6. Time for a final break. Kyle's back with a final look at the forecast next.
77.
Discount. Your finally Friday forecast. We are going to have a little more cloud cover than we had today. High temperatures around that 80-degree mark and just an isolated shower storm heading into the afternoon and evening, mainly south of Interstate 70. That 7-day planning forecast, though, looking pretty good. Just small rain chances for the weekend.
Finally Friday into a long weekend.
We are getting there.
Thanks for joining us here at 6.